More than 5 million Americans are living with Alzheimer's, and at this year's virtual Alzheimer's Association International Conference this week, researchers presented new and exciting advances that offer some hope in the fight against the disease. KCTV5's Carolyn Long explains in today's Aging in Style.
25,000 medical professionals from 151 countries convened this week for AAIC, that's the Alzheimer's Association International Conference, where I found out about two breakthroughs that could be real game changers for patients. First came the news that the flu shot could be good for more than just what the name suggests. And second, a new blood test may be the breakthrough of the decade.
It really is a very difficult process. It's a process of ruling out.
For a full year, 56-year-old Cece Selgren was searching for answers.
They were looking at head injuries that I got as a kid. They were looking at the potential side effects of being postmenopausal.
After an expensive PET scan, many pictures of her brain, a spinal tap, and other tests, Cece was finally diagnosed with Alzheimer's.
I had to make a decision to retire before I had planned to do so.
Now, an experimental simple blood test may take away all that guesswork. Researchers presented the findings that show the blood test uses a method to detect certain proteins, and it's been highly accurate at distinguishing patients with Alzheimer's years before the first symptoms even appear.
This is a game changer. I mean, we're going from, kind of almost like walking around in a darkened room to having the lights turned on.
Right now, we don't have that simple test or inexpensive test to confirm if Alzheimer's at all. And so this blood test, it makes it so exciting. So the blood test is needed because it would help identify people for clinical trials and improve how we track therapy being tested.
Brianna Tucker is a program director for the Alzheimer's Association. She was also excited this week to hear about the possibility that getting your annual flu shot could be associated with a reduced risk for Alzheimer's and a delay in disease onset.
They did 2 studies, and they actually found that people who had the flu vaccine in one of the studies had a 14% lower risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. And then if they actually took it over time, they actually showed an additional 17% lower kind of risk factor.
The Protective Association appeared to be strongest for those who received their first vaccine at a younger age, though experts admit more studies are needed to pin down this true relationship between those vaccines and the reduced risk. These studies are funded in part by the fundraising that has taken a big hit by the coronavirus. So I'm excited to tell you that the Kansas City Walk to End Alzheimer's will take place this year, October the 4th. It'll just be a little different than years past because we'll be walking everywhere. Find out more in our Aging in Style section on KCTV5.com. I'm Carolyn Long.